Hello everyone, so today we are going to learn about matrimonial domicile under the case of Radwan versus Radwan. So what is domicile? Domicile is actually the country that a person treats as their permanent home or lives in and has a substantial connection with it. Domicile have three kinds, which are domicile of origin, domicile of choice, and also domicile of dependency. Domicile of dependency are divided into three, which are child, wife, and also mentally disordered person. There are also domicile that are gained by matrimonial domicile. So what are matrimonial domicile? It refers to a place where husband and wife have established their home. It is also known as matrimonial home. Matrimonial domicile applicable in England, where the essential validity of a marriage is to be determined by the law of the country in which the parties intended to make their matrimonial home. In this case, Mr. Radwan and Mrs. Radwan intended to make their matrimonial home in Egypt, where the husband domiciled in. You must be wondering, why are you seeing these three cartoons here? Why is it, huh? Before we go further, let's hear some short story about the fact of the case. In 1951, husband and second wife entered into a contract of polygamous marriage celebrated according to Mohammedan law at Egyptian Consulate General in Paris. Husband was a domiciled Egyptian national of Mohammedan faith, while wife a domiciled English national of Christian persuasion, and both were temporary resident in Paris. However, the husband was already married to a domiciled Egyptian by virtue of ceremony of polygamous in Egypt. In 1952, the first wife was divorced by talaq. The husband and second wife agreed to have a house in Egypt before their marriage. In 1956, because of Suez crisis, the parties took residence in England. In 1959, husband took decision to stay permanently in England, thus acquiring English domicile. The second wife then filed a divorce, and the husband cross-petitioned it. The case arose the questions of whether the parties married by virtue of ceremony in 1951, was the marriage valid to form, and what is the lex loci celebration is. The court held that polygamous marriage was held to be valid, even though the wife was domiciled in England, because at the time of marriage provided it is hoped sufficient justification for a further discussion of the English choice of law rules relating to the essential validity of marriage. Laws of all countries encourage the status of marriage. It is evident that choice of law rules as to the validity of marriage should, so far as possible, be such that a marriage duly celebrated between willing parties will not be held invalid without good reason. In conclusion, for the case of Radwan versus Radwan, although the wife's domicile of origin was England, the marriage was valid, since her capacity to enter into a polygamous union was governed by the law of Egypt, where, before their marriage, the parties has decided to set up their matrimonial residence, and where polygamy was practiced, which is in Egypt. They already decided to make matrimonial house in Egypt, so the marriage was valid. And that's all for the case of Radwan versus Radwan. Thank you for listening.